Everybody wasn't kung fu fighting over the weekend at my kids' martial arts dojo. They were, though, firing away with Nerf guns. And we'll talk about it next on this week's Tips on Tuesday. So my kids had an opportunity this weekend to take part in the Nerf battle at their local dojo, and it was a wild experience. And as I sat and watched, I noticed the different reactions of the kids as the games began to change and the rules started to apply. Initially, when everything got started, it was a free-for-all, just a half and half split of the group with a barrier down the middle, but no rules in terms of elimination once you were hit by any of the Nerf darts. And what wound up happening is kids were walking around without a care in the world. If they got hit, it didn't matter because they could continue to play. However, what wound up happening gradually throughout the session was that the rules began to change, and if you were hit, you were eliminated or had to be freed from a frozen state. And what wound up happening as the rules began to pile up is the kids became more and more cautious about their strategy. In fact, so cautious that a lot of the kids just sat behind the barriers to avoid being hit and, frankly, didn't participate as much as you would have thought. And it got me to thinking in terms of our own lives as we grow up and we become adults and we see the barriers around us. We see the things in our lives that perhaps may be more and more challenging, in fact, may lead us to becoming paralyzed as we analyze how best to participate in life ourselves. And I thought, this is a really good metaphor for life as an adult in terms of how careful we all become as we grow older and responsibilities pile up. And I thought, what if life was about just getting hit by the Nerf darts and it didn't matter because you could keep on playing? What if our failures, right, when we fall down, really were just the next step in the learning process and the next step in our own growth? In other words, we wind up losing confidence time and time again, rather than focusing on what we can learn through those events that didn't exactly go the way that we'd planned and using it to springboard momentum. Instead, we allow it to slow us down to the point of dragging us down. And in some cases, almost to the point of not participating at all, just sitting on the sidelines and watching others fulfill their own dreams or go after their own goals. So this week, let's walk tall. Let's act as if the Nerf darts that are hitting us in real life are just bouncing off and providing us the opportunity to continue forward, having learned the lessons to strengthen us, to bring us closer to what we really want, our goals and our dreams. Let's try not to be paralyzed by the idea that maybe if we slip up, maybe if we have a failure or two here and there, that it means we're on the wrong track. When in fact, if we use them as lessons, we're only closer to where we really want to be. Thanks so much for joining me this week, everybody. And thanks to TriStar Martial Arts for hosting such a great event for the kids of the neighborhood. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon.